Mic check. Mic check. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Warcraft Witching Hour. We start sometime around or after midnight, and we keep playing and keep chatting until we get tired. Please feel free to join in the chat because it's more fun with more people talking. I'm broadcasting to you live from Nantucket, little island 30 miles off the coast of Massachusetts. Sitting out the pandemic here and hoping to make some big decisions tonight. Because tonight I am going to join a covenant in Shadowlands. So if you're watching or if you're in chat, I'm interested in hearing what you have to say. I set up a poll on Twitter to see what would be the best fit for my Fire Mage, and last time I checked, it seemed like it was pretty overwhelmingly towards Night Fae, which kind of bums me out because I was leaning towards the Venthyr for aesthetics, but the more I think about it, the more the Night Fae sounds like a possibility. Although the Necrolord faction is definitely weighing in and saying that they think I should give them a try too. So right now we've got 11% say Kyrian, 14% say Venthyr, 33% say Necrolord, and Night Fae still says 42. That being said, I'm going to keep chat open and hope that I can hear from you guys what your thoughts are. I know it's not the end of the world making one decision or another, but I like to have informed decisions. So if you have some ideas or opinions on which one is best, particularly which one is best for a Fire Mage, I am all ears. I am going to give some time for the poll and also some time for anyone in chat that's watching that may want to weigh in, and do some banking at the auction house while waiting. So if you've weighed in already, that's great. Sit tight for a little bit, and I will definitely be making this choice tonight. I don't believe in doing teases, so it's going to happen. It just may take a little bit. And so I know I've got at least one viewer. Welcome, viewer. I don't see you in the chat, so I'm assuming you are watching, but not necessarily gonna weigh in on your opinion. But you're welcome to. Welcome, Obtuse. I love your name. I'd be curious how you got it. Feel free to mention that in chat as well. And before I hit the auction house, I am going to take a look at my poll just to see. Nope, it's still Night Fae in the lead. So while waiting for the poll to finish up, there's still 3 minutes left. If you're on Twitter, you can always go to my Twitter feed, which is at MikeLiCSW, and feel free to weigh in. But first, let us go to the auction house and do a few errands. As people that watch me have figured out by now, I usually go to the auction house on the Exodar. Okay, Obtuse is weighing in. I voted for Kyrian. I am biased. I made up my name when I created my Burning Crusade Warrior. It just popped into existence as a vehicle describing my inner nature. All right. Well, that's definitely a really good existential reason to pick that. What 3 words sum up your inner nature that would kind of go with Kyrian, just out of curiosity? I like to ask deep questions while I'm in the auction house. Hermit, educator, mystic. All right. Well, I definitely relate to all 3 of those. I definitely relate to all 3 of those. Guess the question is that the best reason to pick a covenant? Because I was sort of thinking about the perks for my DPS. Maybe I'm just being too shallow here.
Warm wishes to you.
All right, let's see what we need to All right, let me get some ore while I'm here and do a little prospecting.
Blessings upon your family.
Let's see what the auction house has to say. What kind of ore is cheapest? Let's see. Looks like oxine ore is really cheap, but that could just be because somebody put like something really derp cheap in and then they're overdoing it. No, actually it's actually pretty good. All right, so let's all right, so I guess I gotta keep scanning here. And while I'm scanning, I have finished my poll. I received 37 votes. The final roll results of the votes are Night Fae at 40.5% in the lead, followed by Necrolord with 32.4%, and then Kyrian and Venthyr are evenly divided at 13.5% each. So definitely looks like there's a leaning towards the Night Fae. And let's see. Deep privilege to be here, Mike. Mic level up a little bit or music level down when you get a chance. Thank you. I just saw this chat, obtuse, and let me see. Mic level up a little bit or music level down a little bit. I can do the music level down pretty easy.
Do not lose faith.
And I love these comments because I am definitely still trying to figure out the volume. So I did just lower the master volume. Does that help? And I can raise the mic. Actually, I can probably just put the mic a little closer, and that's going to help more. So let me know if that's better. And if it's not, I can actually increase the volume of the mic a little bit more too. Mic check. Mic check. And I think it's wonderful to hear you say deep privilege to be here. I'm not sure why it's a deep privilege, but I'm interested to hear more about that. But I definitely love the compliment. Okay, great. I'm glad the sound sounds good. Thank you for helping with quality control. And it said something about you've hosted me with one viewer, which I think is wonderful. I really appreciate that. And you wouldn't even be here today if it weren't for your influence. Wow. Do I know you? This is a great compliment. That is quite a wonderful thing to hear. That I hope you mean here on Twitch and not here on the planet. I can't take responsibility for that. And welcome, Obtuse Violator. I'm imagining that you are also connected with Obtuse, which is... So we've got kind of an obtuse convention these days. I also just noticed I have a lockbox that requires lock picking, so I definitely should deal with that as well. But thing is, I'm scanning the auction house, and I need to get some ore to make some money. So hopefully that won't take too long, and maybe I can buy out. I don't get why that won't work, but alright, maybe it has to go the whole way through the whole scan. Alright, this is the world's slowest scan for all this ore. Alright, we are done scanning, so hopefully that means I can now buy some ore, because I want to get through with my chores. Right? Wait, buy out. And why won't it let me buy it? I'm doing something wrong here. Either that, or somebody's been buying up the oxane ore faster than I can find it. So let me try something different. Let me just scan for the oxane. Oh, okay, great. All right, much better. Oh, wow, oxane is really down. It's gone. So I am going to get, let's see, 1,000 of it. So I'm buying that commodity, and you know what? I'm probably going to get another. Yeah, that's a real struggle. You know, finding creative consciousness and overcoming harmful behaviors. There's some interesting connections between the two of those things. Too long didn't read. The longer we're able to stay on the planet and take good care of ourselves, the more likely we are to actually be creative. I think that's my opinion. I think it's important not to give up. I think we all want to every once in a while, but it's important not to give up. Let's see if I got anything good in the Mass Prospect. A lot of Essence of Servitude. And some Essence of... Maybe that's all that they do is Essence of Servitude. You know, it's funny, while I'm doing this and, you know, while I'm reading what's in chat, I'm thinking about this, and in fact, you know, some of the reasons that I ended up being able to do some of the creative work I love and do streams like this actually came at one of the most challenging times of my adult life in terms of my career. I started playing World of Warcraft during Burning Crusade, and it wasn't long after I started playing that I had gotten a new job, one that I thought I would be really good at, and one that I thought, you know, the people that hired me thought I'd be really good at. And shortly after I started doing it, I realized I really didn't like that job, and they realized they really didn't want me in that job, and long story short, I got fired. And although in the short run that was excruciating, because it was working in a school system, and in a school system, when you get fired probably in February or March, and you get told that you need to keep working until June. So I had to go into a job where I knew that I wasn't happy and people weren't happy with me for, you know, several months. And that meant waking up with several months of, you know, the pit in my stomach and nausea. And ultimately, that actually worked out really well, because after I got over the initial, you know, humiliation and sadness about it, I realized that I probably would have tried to stick it out in that job. And in fact, that would have been a form of self-harm, because I was better suited for other things. And I ended up going on to doing those other things. And I think a lot of people get stuck in a place where they feel kind of miserable and kind of mediocre. And because they're afraid to risk not having a regular paycheck, or because they're afraid to risk, you know, whatever their self-esteem is going to tell them, or how much it's going to plummet temporarily, they stick with things when maybe they shouldn't have. So I definitely think it's important to make changes when you can, if you see that you're harming yourself. And I think that when we say self-harm, people often think about some of the more physical and immediate and intense, visceral kinds of self-harm, like, you know, self-harm by cutting, or self-harm by substance abuse, or self-harm even by suicide. But there are so many other ways that people can harm themselves, including, you know, settling for a life that's based in fear and mediocrity, when I don't think they have to have that. So anytime one of us escapes that, I think an angel gets its wings. I think it's a really good thing. All right, now
Be kind to those less fortunate.
all right, what else am I gonna do here? Yeah, transcending fear is I make it sound really easy when I tell that story, because that story is basically 15 years in the past. It didn't feel easy then, and I think it's great if we have friends, and when we have friends that we can kind of talk to about this stuff, and they can help kind of be our conscience, because it's so much easier to see the possible change and the possibilities, and also it's so much easier to see when other people's potential. It's humbling to me how I can often see the potential in other people far more easily than I can see it in myself. I can play the same old tapes that I've been playing in my head for years, and believe them. So other people have an easier time of it, in terms of my being able to see what they need to do with their life. But in fact, it's one of the challenges. A lot of us therapist types get into this field thinking that if we can just fix everybody else, we'll feel better. And certainly there's a lot of satisfaction in helping other people, be the change that they that they want. But it doesn't necessarily help us, in terms of our own life's journey as a human being, or finding our joy. Okay, I definitely need to get some more of all of these ores so that I can actually make some stuff and then disenchant it,
Blessings upon you.
because that helps with my enchanting materials. So this, what I like about Shadowlands is it definitely makes it a lot easier to have the two professions, jewel crafting and enchanting. It wasn't always that easy. All right, so Sinvir. All right. Oh, okay, that's a really fairly good deal. Okay, so let's do 500. Yeah. Then Phaedron. Wow, you can tell a lot of people are progressing in the game because the ore has gotten really cheap. 250. And then Illithium. I have not gotten any Illithium ever, so I should probably do that. Oh, that's why I've never gotten lithium. All right, so let me just get, maybe I'll get, wow, 5. Oh, we'll see what happens if I get 20. I can afford that. So now I'm going to get greedy. I'm going to get 40. You know, one thing I noticed about this this particular expansion is that it was really easy to just slide into a bunch of different quests, and it wasn't until I got to probably level 59 that I started to really kind of pay attention to which in the quest finder was campaign and push through it. And in my own opinion is that that's actually a sign that it's a really good expansion, because I'm not in a hurry to do, you know, any one thing. That I'm actually enjoying a whole bunch of different stuff. So I say enjoy the ride. Wow, it's incredible how much cheaper Lacestrate is, isn't it? And then I think I did Oxine already. I did Phaedrum and Solid. Yeah, they did. And you know, one of the things I liked about Shadowlands, and what I like about it, is that it really only could happen at this point in the game's progress, because, as you know, I don't want to do any spoilers, but you know, it probably comes as no surprise that after, you know, several versions and, you know, 2 decades of this game, during which characters have died, that we may end up meeting a few of them in the afterlife, which I think is just awesome. And the times that that's happened for me, I've really found it kind of meaningful. And so, you know, I like that there's an attention to storytelling that they're doing here. And I was, you know, never a fan of the pandas. I'm sorry, pandas. It just I liked the gardening part, and in fact I'm kind of looking forward to, if I do pick the Night Fae, I am looking forward to the chance to do gardening again. But and I felt like they could have actually done more with Mists of Pandaria than they did. All right, let's see. So now what can I do here? I only want to mass prospect one set of Elithium and see what's in there. Essence of Torment. That sounds good, doesn't it? All right, so I can now make... I'm gonna do 2 of those. Mass prospect 10 of those. Yeah, well, and you know, I would tell you, you know, the comment that that it's very spooky. I would encourage you to you know, get through the Kyrian stuff so that you have the option to head to the next thing. Because I'll tell you, Maldraxxus is, if you liked the Plague Lands, you'll love Maldraxxus. Welcome, Droop Dog. Welcome to the chat. I'm finishing up some auction errands, and then I'm going to go back and make my big decision about what to do in terms of a covenant. So your opinions are welcome. I did a poll on Twitter, and what I got from my Twitter poll was, I think, useful. There have been 37 votes, and the final results were Night Fae beats Necrolord out by 8%, at 40% saying Night Fae was the best for a Fire Mage. So that brings you up to speed. All right, so what I'm doing now is I am prospecting for two reasons. One reason really, to make money. So what I've figured out when I've played this game is that disenchanting, making jewelry that I can then disenchant actually makes decent money. Because when I disenchant it, I can do, at this point, I can do an enchant called Celestial Guidance, which makes a decent amount of money. At the same time, when I am prospecting, I'm getting things like these different essences you can see here, like Essence of Rebirth, Essence of Torment, and those, I'm amazed at some of the money that I'm making for those. So let's see, what else am I gonna do? So right now what you're seeing me do is crafting some necklaces and stuff. And I might need to get some malleable. There we go, and even upgrade that. You know what, I'm gonna just create all of those. So for those of you just joining the chat, I just want to let you know who I am. I'm Gamer Therapist, and this is a casual World of Warcraft and chat stream. Feel free to invite your friends and invite people. We talk about a combination of World of Warcraft and sometimes mental health and the meaning of life. I don't offer clinical advice on this chat because that's really not okay in my opinion. To do that online with people that I don't know, but we do talk about things that are important to you, things that maybe you do want somebody to hear and talk about with. So if there's anything on your mind about the game or about life, feel free to post it in the chat, and definitely tell your friends and other people that are on your Twitch streams that we exist. You're very welcome to invite them along. We always like more people in the chat and get some good conversation going. All right, can't do much jewelry stuff without more malleable wire, as you can see. Am I in the right place for the jewel crafting? I bet I'm not. I keep getting mixed up. No, so... Alright, Peacekeeper. Where is the jewel crafting again? Having a senior moment. There you go. Being a Draenei mage, it's just such a contradiction. On the one hand, I run so slow, but I can blink, so I basically come out average. Had I known how slow Draenei's were, I might not have picked that at Burning Crusade. But I got attached. And I'm just not going to level up another mage. Alright, let's see, jewel crafting. I hope you've got malleable wire.
Browse at your leisure.
Let's see. Yes, good. Okay. Alright, just gonna do my crafting here since I'm here already. Wait, I don't have to. Alright, what do I need? Well, now I can make some crafter's marks. Awesome. So why don't I create all of those? Oh, and then this is the part that drives me crazy. They don't have the Leostrite settings here, so I'm going to have to either teleport or buy them on the auction house because I'm lazy. Okay, so those are all my crafter's marks, and let's see, can do that. Well, I definitely need to get rid of these masterful clusters, so I can do 5 of those. Let's do them with higher levels. What else can I do? Versatile selenium necklace. Alright. I'll do 5 of those. Oh, I can't do 7. I can do 5. Now, other people may be watching me doing this going, what the heck is he doing? There are so many easier ways of making money. I am open to suggestions, so you feel free to post it in chat or in a comment. I have no problem with learning things. No problem with learning things at all. And okay, so I need some oxina ore to get rid of some of this. Get rid of some of these.
Good health.
Alright, so back we go. And I'm gonna get on my frog. Right.
Good fortune.
All right. Oxine ore. All right. Let's get 100. And then what else do I not have here? So I don't need that. I need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. Got that. Alright, so I think I'm just gonna
Be kind
do a little more jewel crafting and disenchanting with this oxine stuff. Then we will go look at the covenants. See what we decide. All right, so and here we go. Leostrite settings. I'm definitely gonna get some Leostrite settings, even if they're more expensive on the auction house.
May the light embrace you.
Because I'm lazy. I don't want to have to teleport to the afterlife and come back. And 3G isn't that bad. So let's see. We'll do 200.
Remember the lesson.
Oh, and you know what? I actually forgot. Those eternal crystals that are showing up in chat. I was going to buy some of those, but now I have absolutely no money, so I better sell some of this stuff. Alright, so let's create all of these I can. And design umbrella, gonna have to go back to get more malleable wire. Why do I do this to myself? Why do I do this to myself? So there's a concept in therapy, and in psychodynamic and psychoanalytic theory, which is called the repetition compulsion, which is also, in layman's terms, the idea where they talk about doing the same thing, insanity being doing the same thing, expecting different results. And I am doing that here. I just am not planning my my trips well, because as you can see, I'm going to run out of malleable wire. Interesting. Repetition feels like the exact mechanism for cognitive scaffolding. I'm not quite sure what the cognitive scaffolding means, but I do think that repetition is really important for learning if you actually do the learning part. If you basically just keep doing the same thing, then it becomes a different form of cognitive scaffolding, which is you just convince yourself of, you know, that things are the way they are and they can't change. And then you get kind of stuck. So
All prices here are reasonable.
working out consumables and well-being. I get it. So, Droop Dog, glad you're in the chat. Feel free to say hello and weigh in. Yes to the neuroplasticity comment. I think one of the most amazing things about our brains is also the same things that underpin addiction, which is we've got this built-in ability to be rewarded for learning, and to learn from being rewarded. And there's this just amazing feedback loop that if we harness it right, it's great. And if we don't harness it right, it becomes addiction. All right, so I'm gonna do 20 more of these. I hope when you say writing, you're not meaning it just metaphorically, because I think writing and cognition go hand in hand. I think we know things in a different and deeper way, and with different parts of our mind and brain when we write stuff down. All right. Let's see. Can make 7 more of these necklaces. Then we can make 7 more of these. So I can make some more deadly jewel clusters. 10 more of these. So, masterful cluster. 10 more of these. Maybe I'll do some versatiles. Some quick jewel clusters there. So let's see. All right, let's see. So create all of these. Create all of those.
Inventory is full.
All right, time to start disenchanting. Let's see. Okay. This is going to take too long, so I think I'm going to log out and log in on it and do it that way. Oh, maybe I won't. Welcome back, Droop Dog. You may have thought we didn't notice that you left, but we did. Welcome back.
I can't carry anymore.
Okay. So some of these we might want to sell because they look like they are a little more of an upgrade. Right, so let's see, how many of these do I want to disenchant? almost done with my errands. I promise that I will pick a covenant by 1:30. But in the meantime, I want to make some money. I can do 26 celestial guidances. Not sure I'm going to do all of that. I'll just do 20. Alright, now let's go back and sell stuff. Which way am I going? I lost. Anything come in yet? Nope. Alright, so.
The Legion's end draws near.
Full scan. Okay, so let's auction some of these things off and see if I get any money for them. Certainly hope so, since I'm now down to a pittance of what I did have. Alright, let's see if any of these combinations of jewels and enchants get bought. Usually when I post the celestial guidance enchants, they start dinging right away. Did I... So that stuff's all done. That stuff's all done.
Remember the lesson.
And... Okay. One more chore. I have to run the Stormwind for this one because I need somebody to pick an Oxine lockbox for me. And why do I need that? Because I am obsessive. I hate having these boxes and not know what's in them. And it takes up only one thing of inventory. It's not a big deal, but of course I'm obsessed with it. All right. Let us go to the town square and hope for some kind person to pick a lock for me. Alright, so I announced it. Hopefully somebody will whisper me or invite me. You carry around trash? Well, that's what the bank's for. You just throw all that stuff in the bank, and then once a year you kind of like look at what's in there. And I actually, okay, so all right, since you mentioned that, I'm going to show you my secret shame. All right, so this is the guild vault. Where's the bank? Is this there's the banker. Okay, so this is my bank. These, can you see these things? Necrotic Runes. I believe those came out right before Wrath of the Lich King, during the part where Naxxramas sort of clones were invading different parts of Azeroth, and you'd kill these things and they drop necrotic ruins, and they were a form of currency that is now useless. But I will not throw them out, because there may be a day that necrotic ruins come back, and I definitely don't want to have thrown out over 100 necrotic ruins if it's possible that they could be used. So basically I'm a hoarder in WoW. Hoarding necrotic runes, and there's also other things as well, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. Really can come on, some kind blacksmith, please. Tell me that you're gonna help. I don't want to have to be that guy that starts like looking in the local and whispering random blacksmiths. But I might end up doing that. Who is in the zone? Oh, someone invited me to a group, and yes, he is a blacksmith, I bet. Awesome. Okay, and let's see. Where'd my box go? And then is going tip. What is going tip? Tell me, tell me, tell me. Whatever you want. Oh, well, I think I'm going to be generous today. No, it won't let me be generous today. No? Okay, so 10 gold it is. Yes. Yes. Okay, yes. There you go. Thank you so much. Now, after all that, let's see what's in that lockbox. Huh. Okay, so I got some gold, and I got two things that I could actually DE. And they're both level 129, so not really useful. All right. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And all right, so I am going to teleport to Orbos and take a quick bio break, and I'll be right back. And then we will pick a covenant. Okay. All right. We are back, and it is that time. Time to go look at the different covenants and make a decision. Here we are in Orbos. Excuse me, pardon me. And there's a quest here? I didn't know there was a Marshal of Conflict. What's that? Oh. Alright. I'll pick those up and look at those later. This is why I never get anything done in World of Warcraft. Alright, so let's see. First, let's take a look at the Kyrians.
You wish to be of service?
Alright. What are the virtues of the Kyrian? I get Radiant Spark. Conjure a Radiant Spark that causes 763 arcane damage instantly. And an additional 458. And I get a Steward. A little owl. Talking owl creature. I want to get these guys. And Path of Ascension, an ancient rite of combat where I act as a tactical guide. Okay.
Find your purity.
And
We all serve a greater good. Do you need a task?
yeah, let's see. So what adventures await me if I join your covenant? I'd get to fight the Dark Angels. Well, I have enjoyed the War in Heaven storyline. Alright, so this one seems like it would be much better if my mage was Spect Arcane. Let's see. Remind me of the Night Fae. They tend to fall in nature spirits. I got Shifting Power, where I do... Wow. That's a lot of nature damage. Oh, and while channeling, your mage ability cooldowns are reduced by 10 seconds for over 33.6 times. That's pretty cool. I can turn into a Vulpin, teleporting and increasing my movement speed, which would be great because I'm such a slow Draenei. I'm not really thrilled with the Night Fae characters, but a Sacred Garden where I can conserve or nurture wild seeds of powerful lost souls and prepare them for rebirth. And I've heard that there are some real kind of good
I can't wait to see what you do next.
loot that can come of that. Alright, so let's look at the Maldraxxus Necrolord folks.
Maldraxxus honors you.
Okay. Among the Necrolords, strength is rewarded and weakness cast aside. The souls of the ambitious and contentious are forged into an immortal army, charged with the defense of the Shadowlands. Abilities: Deathborn. While in the form of a skeletal mage, your Frostbolt, Fireball, and Arcane Blast hit up to 2 enemies near your target. Come on, and spell damage is increased by 10%. That's pretty good. Fleshcraft, you can form a shield of flesh and bone over 4 seconds that absorbs damage equal to 20% of your maximum health for 2 minutes. Channeling near a corpse claims their essence to grow your shield up to 50% of your maximum health. This is most effective against powerful enemies. And it gives me these soulbinds who seem a little more interesting. Oh, and they have some interesting buffs. This one increases my intellect by 5%. And it can up to 4 nearby allies primary stat. That one's a pretty good buff for pickup groups. Upon death, your armor anchors your soul, allowing you to fight for an additional 10 seconds. So this is a longer period of death. And the feature is, the Sanctum feature is the Abomination Factory. The nexus of the Maldraxxian art of flesh crafting allows you to construct new companions to join you on your adventures across the Shadowlands. That can only go that can only go horribly awry.
Our might is
Interesting.
without equal.
Who's left? Ah, yes.
Welcome to the rebellion.
Alright, now this... No spoiler here. I'm really not going to do Venthyr. I didn't find their Mirrors of Torment very useful for a mage. Door of Shadows is kind of nice in that, you know, I can be like a ghetto warlock. And the Ember Court, by throwing parties, I guess I'm too much of an introvert to really want to be doing this and hosting parties. Although the soul binds of these guys are kind of cool. So I am going to rule out this one right away.
Must be done.
And sorry, Obtuse, but
By the Archon's
I just don't think as a fire mage this one is as good for me as some of the others. I do like being able to maybe continue the quest line with this one because I liked that sort of quest line, but I'm hoping to do some raids and I'm doing some pickup groups, and this just does not seem to. I'm in it for the deeps. I need the deeps, and this one isn't going to do it for me.
Courage.
Choose something good. No pressure. Yeah, the Warden. Yeah, I'm torn between Necrolord, and I'm torn between Necrolord and Night Fae. I never really liked the Night Elves when I played them, so just that there's something about that atmosphere that I don't really like. That being said, I do want to go back to Twitter and see, if there's been any other comments about this. And, let's see. Well, I see I got a nice shout out from you, and I really appreciate that. And, you know what? I'm sure that once I make this decision, I will be fine. And I do think that the two things that appeal to me about these guys
So nice to see you.
is the garden. And I think that's because when I played Path of Exile recently, I really enjoyed the expansion where they were doing the garden stuff. But I also really think these powers are really useful because I'm a slow Draenei and because I am a fire mage. That being said,
Dull moment with you.
that being said,
My blades are at
these
your
guys, that particular, it's a 1.47 cast and it has a 3-minute cooldown. But when I'm in that form, it looks like it's almost like another heroism. And I like that shield. The Abomination Factory, I just don't trust myself in the Abomination Factory. I really don't think. But this one does seem like it's got some good companion buffs. So let me just check one more thing. So this is a 1.47 cast.
Do not forsake your
How long is the cast time for this ability?
Oh, this should be interesting.
It is channeled, so it doesn't have a cast. And I don't know.
What fun you're about to have.
I can see why the two that were most popular for me were the Necrolords and the Night Fae. I will say that it's becoming more clear. You know what? I think one of the reasons I'm holding off on the Night Fae one is that my interest in that particular world was less, in some ways, than Maldraxxus. But, oh, if only there were some other ideas people had. I'm really on the edge here with both the Night Fae and the Necrolords. The aesthetics of the Night Fae are definitely not as interesting to me as the Necrolords, but I definitely like gardening more than creating abominations. And who's this guy? Can I try these powers? Let me just see.
Show no weakness.
Alright, so I can try these powers on the combat dummy. Let's see. Oh, well, that looks cool. That I changed into that fire magey thing. Doesn't make me any faster though. Do they have a combat dummy too? Okay, they've got a combat dummy too. Let me try this one.
Could probably use a little help, huh?
Alright, yes.
Such witty repartee. Always a pleasure.
Okay, so this does seem to do a lot more DPS. It doesn't. I don't know though. Do I have recount installed? But this has a shorter cooldown, so that's kind of cool. Whereas the other one has a 3-minute cooldown. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Night Fae, even though I don't necessarily like their aesthetic as much as Necrolords. So.
Sorry, did you need something?
All right.
Is that all?
Yes, that's all.
We will face.
Alright, I'm ready to pick. Which covenant do I choose? Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Alright. Yes, it is an important choice, but it can be changed later. Alright, so it's official, everyone. I have joined the Night Fae. It seemed like the best decision for my class.
Speak, mortal.
And I even unlocked the Choosing Your Purpose achievement. I got 12 gold.
Until we speak again.
And now I get to go back and chat with Lady Moonberry. Yes.
What can I do for you?
Well, you might have known, but I was not clear, Lady Moonberry. I was really thinking about the Necrolords. Oh, I guess I have to do some sort of oath. Alright.
Well, well.
So, now I have to go back and do an oath. But in the meantime, what's up with these people? Like, what was I supposed to be doing? What did they want me
May
to
I
do?
tempt you with my wares?
Okay, so this is the arena.
Your
Got it.
patronage is always appreciated. Everything is negotiable.
Okay.
For you, I offer only the finest.
Observation and process.
You
Progress.
struck a hard bargain.
All right.
Good show.
Let me just see while I'm here what this quest is. Observing arenas. Okay. Okay, track. I'm gonna track these so I can figure out how to do this. Huh, a sanctum report. Huh, for Queen and Grove. I've got 0 available. Okay, so I don't have anything available yet. Alright.
All goods and services for sale.
I can't do anything with you.
Remember,
Yet, can I?
everything has value.
Alright, so I think at this point I better just fly on over to Ardenfield and pick up that quest. Where is the Flight Master? Is this... Oh, well, I kind of like those droopy tree looking things, so that's good. How do I get there? All right, Flight Master.
You are welcome here.
Yes, it's time to travel to Ardenfield. Where are you? There you are. All right. So we've got some other folks here. Welcome, F2Payer, Joint Effort, Droop Dog, and thanks for still hanging out, Obtuse and Obtuse Violator. Catching you up, I did make my Covenant decision. It was the Night Fae. I'm kind of mixed about it, but it seemed like it was the best one for DPS for a Fire Mage. So that was kind of what made me make that choice. Necrolord was in a close second, but I think, you know, maybe I'll go and play through that at some point, but we're sticking with Night Fae. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it. So I'm just heading in to start a new quest line now that I've chosen the Covenant with Lady Moonberry.
Oh, this should be interesting.
Oh,
after
thank
the
you for
trees
the...
and the night veil rose.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. You know, I think it's the same sort of conflict I have, that part of me wishes that the Blood Elves were not Horde but were Alliance. That there's something I like about the sort of Burning Crusade aesthetic, but it's not in the Alliance, so can't do anything about it.
Our queen met it at the gateway. You are neither spirit nor fae. Why have you come to my forest? I have been sent to you, for in life I devoted myself to serving nature. Then be welcome in my realm, replied the queen.
What the heck? Why am I here with all of these? Okay, followed you. And now I receive a boon.
The
Yay.
soul knelt. How may I be of service, O queen? Tend to these spirits forevermore. The cycle must continue, or all is lost. How shall I do this, O queen? The soul asked, for my body is no more. I grant you this boon. Become as the wild creatures. Whatever shape you require, it shall be yours. And so, I extend the queen's boon to you. Arise.
Void Elf. That is something I have very little knowledge
What
of.
do we have here?
Okay, I can now do...
I'm sorry. Did you need something?
Let's see.
I can't wait to see what you do next. I just need a quick glimpse into your dreams.
Oh dear. I'm now unconscious.
Wake up, sleepyhead. This will be a show to remember. Best not to keep Featherlight waiting. Meet him at the theater.
I have to do a show now? This is insane. Alright, so I should add my abilities onto my action bar if I'm never gonna use them. Alright, so soul shape should go over here. And what's the other one called? The other one was called... Not alter time, huh? But alter time's probably useful. I should put this out here somewhere. Alright, anyway. Where do I have to go now? I have to go to over there. Oh, might as well try my new little fox farm. Yay. Well, that's kind of cool. Doesn't make me go in the right direction, though. Oh. Well, I do like being a shiny fox. That's kind of cool. I will give him that. How do I get to that spot, though? Okay. I'm a shiny fox with no sense of direction. Alright, and if I blink, I am no longer able to be a fox. Okay. Good to know. guess I go this way. Alright, this is the amphitheater, so I guess this is where I'm going to do my performance. Oh, look at, there's quite an audience here ready for my performance. I'm a little nervous. Oh, there are musical instruments, and...
Oh, there you are. We're about to start.
I have to reenact the third invasion of the Legion on Azeroth.
Places, everyone.
Okay. How am I going to do this? Oh look, here's the cast of characters.
The burning legion descended upon Azeroth.
Okay, so we have Wendy as Illidan, Mia as Xavius, Cynthia as Gul'dan from an alternative timeline, Glimmerdust as Kil'jaeden, and Imkai as Argus the Unmaker. I love it. Alright, my place on stage is taken, and I am beginning Act 1. Okay, what do I need to do here?
I am Xavius.
Okay.
Lord of Nightmares. Xavius, Lord of Nightmares. Die. Azeroth's champions
Uh-oh, get out of the blue stuff, or the red stuff.
begin the Emerald Dream.
This is a very difficult play. Oh my gosh.
And so the nightmare was brought to an end.
Uh-oh, I
I
definitely
knew
need
you
to
would prevail,
have...
champion.
Need to eat a little bit after that one. Alright, now I'm fighting with
Once Xavius
Gul'dan.
fell,
Okay.
Azeroth's heroes took up arms against the evil warlock Gul'dan. But
Alright,
it
let me
wasn't
do...
their Gul'dan. This one came from the past and another world in an alternate timeline. I think that's how it went. They fought valiantly, but someone else landed the killing blow.
Ha! You were not ready.
2 down, 2 to go. Okay, now... Oh, 2 down, 3 to go. This is Kil'jaeden? Okay.
Enraged by Gul'dan's failure, Kil'jaeden the Deceiver himself sought to destroy the Legion's foes. Death reigns upon you. Fall, hero! No! The defenders of Azeroth won this fight! Oh, right! I never believed that Sargeras could be stopped.
Okay, one more.
Perhaps you will deal
Argus.
with the Legion.
Oh.
Azeroth's champions battle the corrupted world soul of Argus itself.
I need a target.
Argus looks a lot like Galactus with that head.
Death and pain.
This isn't looking good. Ah! Oh, phew.
And so, the champions of Azeroth repelled the Burning Legion, ended their crusade, and saved all worlds.
Wow. Thank you, thank you. Alright. So do I take a bow now? Is everyone applauding for me? Well, thank you all. Thank you, thank you. I don't want to take another bow. Maybe I'll just stay up here forever and keep taking bows. Can I take a third bow? No, I guess I can't. Alright. Thank you, co-stars. You were awesome.
Time for the next act. All right, you have my attention. Will that be help them set the stage?
I have to
Quickly
set
now.
the stage for the next act? How many acts are there in this play? Oh, there's Ysera back from the... Well, not back from the dead, because right now technically we're all dead. Please tell her so. Okay. Now what do I do? Oh, I have to do something back here. The fourth wall or war place Adrazel. Okay. Oh my goodness. Azeroth is pretty heavy.
Costume change. Get backstage.
What else do I have to put down? Costume design.
Welcome to the wheels.
Good. Now
Oh,
hit
I
your
have a
mark.
costume. Oh, wow. Who am I? Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, am I playing Sargeras? Wow.
But as the Titans were
That's
risen,
kind of cool.
Sargeras
I get to be Sargeras
launched
stabbing the
sword
world.
into the heart of Azeroth. Fortunately, he didn't hit any major population centers.
Next costume. This cannot be.
I serve the Queen. Take care.
The audience lines are really funny. Oh, and who am I now? Am I Uther?
Not long after, Sylvanas Windrunner besieged the
think that's
Night
who I
Elf
am.
of Teldrassil.
I think it's Uther.
Lay siege to the World Tree. You cannot kill hope.
Can't I?
Well then, I'll just kill the tree. Burn it.
Now what do I do?
And so, Teldrassil was consumed by the flames of war.
No,
You're
That-
smarter than you look.
that was only a nightmare.
Oh, Sarah's crying. This is stirring up some traumatic memories from her, I think. Should I go and talk to her? Maybe I need to comfort her. Don't cry. I'm breaking the fourth wall here. But Asira, you surely shouldn't cry.
My long slumber has ended.
Okay. Alright, what do I do now?
Foes of the forest, beware.
Yes, you do.
Teldrassil. Am I supposed to do something with Teldrassil? Oh, I'm supposed to set it on fire. That wasn't very nice of me. There's something weird about playing all of these villains. What happens now? Another costume change? Guess so.
Oh, I bet this'll be good.
And now I'm playing Poor Bottom from Midsummer Night Dream? That doesn't make sense.
Could I lend a hand? Stay safe out there.
Okay, that's a little bit different.
Forward ho, my noble steed!
Right? Is it time to go?
The boy king of Stormwind assailed the undead city of Lordaeron. You are a terrible leader, King Rin.
Well, you're a terrible person, War Chief.
How dare you! You still have your head. Interesting.
This is very strange. What am I supposed to do next? I have to trample Horde siege engines. Oh, okay. That's easy enough.
But before he could capture Sylvanas, she
Alright.
blighted the land and made her escape. This made everyone very unhappy. A song to lift your spirits.
Alright. Now what?
Then a diamond dwarf reminded everyone about the giant sword.
Champions, the world is bleeding. Ye need to heal our wounds.
As it turned out, Azeroth's blood held incredible power. It erupted from the earth for anyone to claim. Coveting this aptly named Azerite, the Alliance and Horde sounded the horns of war! Again!
I am quite busy, you know. As you were. Another war?
Ooh.
That's rough, friend.
I think I'm going to get a new mount.
And so, the battle for Azeroth had begun. Deep in the jungles of Nazmir, the champions of Azeroth vanquished the
Gahoon?
blood god Gahoon.
Now we're talking about Gahoon. Okay. Gloober is an artificial god. Thank you.
Old god unit Gahoon exterm. Gloober, no!
With Gahoon defeated, the Horde and the Alliance returned to fighting each other.
Oh dear. This is very almost Shakespearean.
To bring a swift end to the war, the Alliance invaded Dazar'alor and killed King Rastakhan. The Horde ships pursued the Alliance fleet, but were blockaded by Lord Admiral Jaina Proudmoore.
Hey, Mon! Horde vessels on the horizon, Mon! You have nowhere left to run, Ice Witch Mon!
You really think I've been running, Captain? I lured you into open waters, because out here, you have no hope of escape!
Glimmerdust, Jaina didn't kill her pursuers.
Oh, come on! Really?
Really? Jaina didn't die either.
Ugh. Fine. I am defeated. Yay.
Moving along.
Oh, now it's almost
Under
time for the
sea,
finale.
The champions of Azeroth fought the Imperious Queen Azshara.
Oh, here comes Azshara.
Before your queen!
I'm gonna pop heroism for this part of the play.
Keep moving.
Run right, but go left. Bring me more wine. But I am far too perfect and beautiful to be defeated. Ill-mannered and unfashionable fools will get what's coming to you.
The vainglorious queen was dethroned, but it was all part of the Zot's nefarious plan. Freed from his prison, the old god
That's
sought to
not
remake the
an Eldritch
world in his
Abomination.
insane
This is
image.
great. Oh, great. I have to fight these guys too. This is hysterical. Oh, this isn't good.
And thus, the corruptor was defeated. The champions of Azeroth had prevailed once more.
Oh, I've prevailed once more. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Uh-oh. The Queen watched this performance.
An excellent performance.
Oh, thank you. Wow.
What can I do for you?
And I get the Dreamlight Rune Stag.
I'm sure you and Ysera
Nice.
have a lot to talk about.
So, let's see where this Dreamlight Rune Stag is. Mounts. Dreamlight Rune Stag. Oh, I guess I haven't gotten it yet. Oh, maybe I have to unpack it in my knapsack. Is that it? Yep. All right. Well, this seems like a good time to a good note to end on for this evening. Let's see where Mount is and green. There we are. We'll put that one over here. Nice. Oh, Sarah's still here. Well, we'll see what Sarah wants next time. Thanks for joining me for the Warcraft Witching Hour, and hopefully I will see you next time I'm online. Take good care.